Hi Nicola, it's Izzy. Right, we've got a little routine we're going to work out. I've got 7 exercises for you. We're going to go through them in this order, okay? So we're going to start with rollbacks. Then we're going to do some rollovers. Then we're going to do our leg out using the roller. So the Superman pose, but using the roller. Number 4 is press-ups, always. Number 5 is plank, always. Number 6, we're going to use the roller. We're going to lie on the roller and do our reverse curls with our feet going to the ceiling. And number 7, you're going to use a weight. I haven't got a dumbbell in here that I can use, so I'm going to use my short roller instead, where we roll in and out using your weight, my roller. Okay, so we're going to start in that order. I'm going to start with my rollbacks. I'm hopefully going to make sure that you can see everything I'm doing. Yeah, let's see how we get on. Hopefully we're going to try and get enough done that you feel like you're getting fitter and stronger in between our sessions, but it doesn't take too long that you're taking up too much time around work and family. Okay, cool, let's get started. So, because we're just working the core, we haven't really done much of a warm-up, but if you want to do a warm-up, you know what to do. You can do shoulder rolls, you can do lunge walking, you can do some stretching. But just for this exercise, just for these particular 7 exercises, really, we can just get cracking, okay? So start off sitting in a really nice straight position. So you sit nice and tall. If I take my top off, the first top, not the second top, I don't want to scare you. Then what we're going to do is sit up nice and straight, and you're going to take yourself into that nice clean roll back. So, number 1, we sit up nice and straight. Pull that little bit of skin out from underneath your bottom like so. Nice and tall. We round ourselves forward as if we're hugging a Swiss ball, and then we roll back as if our hands really don't want to let us go. We roll all the way back to the floor if we can. We roll back to the floor. We take our hands over our head, and then we roll slowly back up again, and we roll forward. Now, how many of these do you do? Well, it depends on how much time you have. If you've got enough time, if you've got 20 minutes or so to dedicate to this little routine, 15-20 minutes, then we can do around 10 of these. If you just want to do a few, just so that you feel like you've done something, then you're going to do maybe 5. As long as you do 4 or 5, just to start nice and gently, then that's enough. A little variation you can add in if you want to is you can go slowly, slowly, slowly. Don't go all the way to the floor. Last slow, and then come up slow, 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 and then round yourself over your legs and have a little stretch. And that's our roll back. Number 2, we're going to do a rollover. So we're going to roll to the floor. Let's get my roller out of the way. So you come down safely to the floor, either with your hands here or with your hands behind your legs. Roll down safely to the floor. You're here, your hands are flat to the floor to begin with. We bring one leg into tabletop, second leg into tabletop. We keep our back nice and flat to the floor, so we're gripping with our tummy muscles. And then we take our legs straight, we take our legs away a little bit, and then we come up and over into our rollover. Our legs stay straight, our toes are pointing, we're looking up at our belly. It is not gargantuan. You push your wrists into the floor rather than your hands. Fight with your head and shoulders to stay on the floor as you come down slowly. We do 5 or 6 of these. You don't need to do many of these. Your legs go away about 45 degrees. Nice and gently come back up and over. A variation on a theme is you take your hands over your head and try and hold your hands over your head on the floor behind you and roll down as slowly as your core will allow. And then you take your legs away and you come back up and over again. And this time, if you want to add another variation, you can lift one leg, lift the other leg, lift both legs into jackknife, and again roll down nice and slowly. So you come down nice and gently, and then you hug the knees in if you need that break. Take one leg to the floor, the other leg long, and we come up to seated. Well done, good. Number 2. So now number 3. Now this time we need our roller. So you grab hold of your roller. Oh, look, I've got my own roller. Come back round to the all fours. Your hands are on the roller like so. You're trying to lean forward a little bit so you're not pressing down into the wrists. You're coming forward. You pull the belly muscle in so you contract the tummy muscle. And then what we're going to do, looking this way, you can see all of me. What we're going to do is take one leg back, hover it off the floor, take the opposite arm, so it's my left leg, my right arm, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We come in nice and slowly. The transition between sides is as important as the move itself. We come out. We raise up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We come in. We might repeat this, but what we might do this time is we might come out 1 and come in and come out 2 and come in and come out 3 and do this 5 times, 4 and 5. That's it. And then slowly come in. There's a tray of champagne on your back. Do not spill a single drop. You come out 1, or gin or tea, depending on the time of day and how you feel. 3, don't spill that tray. 4 and 5. Good. And then come in. One last variation for this one. You come up, you come out to the side. You'll come out further with the arm than you will with the leg. You come in, you swap sides. So you come up, you come out to the side with the arm, and just out at an angle with the leg, you come in and you swap. And when you've had enough, you push the roller away, you push back into child's pose and take a little stretch. Good, we're winning. So next on this, number 4 is press-ups. Always a joy. Of course, you can do the press-ups on the roller should you choose to. Why would you choose to? That would be crazy. But you can. You take your hands wide. So your hands are wider than your chest. This allows you to do the press-up nice and effectively. If you have them narrow, it's not wrong, but it's harder because you're then working more into the tricep than you are into the chest muscle. And the tricep is naturally a smaller muscle. Okay, so you can do them narrow, but you have to do them well. Either way, our elbow is not flaring out. Our elbow is coming in. So I'm going to demonstrate the one I want you to do, my lovely. So we've got 3 we can do. We can do a box press with our knees under our hips. We can do a 3/4 press with our knees further out here. So we're in a straight line. We can do a full press where we're in this position. We're going to do a 3/4 press for now. Okay, so our hands are nice and wide. We draw our elbows back in. We drop down 1, 2, keep pulling the elbows in, 3, 4, and you're going to do 10 of those. That's 5 I've done for you. We push back into a stretch if you need it. To do it on your toes, you stay with your hands where they are. You take your toes underneath. You come up. You drop down 1, 2, 3, 4. Careful with the elbows. 5. Drop the knees down. Push back and take a stretch. So every time our nose may not come all the way to the floor, but it comes in front of our hands. It does not come back here. You keep yourself over. Can you see the difference? We do not want to be back here. We want to be over here. So even if you're in box press, you're still keeping your nose here. So you're not dropping down back here. We're not praying to Mecca. We're doing a press up. Okay. Next, you've had your little stretch. You can pause the video anytime you want to repeat an exercise, or to continue doing the one exercise if you want to do more of that particular one. Next, we're going to come down into our plank. Plank can be done on the hands. I prefer the elbows. Plank can also be done using your hands on the roller. Again, you make it as hard as you want to. The other variation I will show you, so very briefly, this is our plank and we're here. And we're going to hold it here for a few seconds. So normally, I would ask you to try and hold it for a total of a minute. You might want to do it in 2 lots of 30 seconds and then rest in between. You hold yourself, so you're looking at your hands, you look forward to your hands, you push your elbows into the floor, or your hands, and push your shoulder blades up. You're not down here, you push up. We're not sticking our bottom up, keep our bottom down, and then we concentrate on what our legs are doing. So we might tighten our legs, we might wiggle our feet, we might rock from side to side, we might do anything we can do to make it a little bit easier. When we've had enough, we drop our knees and we push back into child's pose. If you start to feel that your back drops down, then you come out of it or you make it easier. You do not continue, you will hurt your back. If you want to make it harder, you can use the roller and do your plank on the roller like so. You can also, if you want to, take the roller underneath your feet like so, and then you do your plank from here. So now you're here and you come into your plank and you might pull it in, push it out, pull it in, push it out, pull it in, push it out, or pull it in, push it out, pull it in, push it out. And those you will do as many as you can. I recommend somewhere between 5 and 10. Okay, so we've done our plank. Next we're going to do reverse curls. So you take your long roller. I have two, of a shorter roller and a longer roller. The shorter roller is in replacement of your dumbbell you're going to roll on the floor. But for now, we're going to sit on the end of our roller. So you sit right at the very end. You're quite tall, so make sure you have enough space. And you just lay yourself down onto your roller. Make yourself comfortable. Just hitch the hips a little bit, have your feet bent in, and you can just take a moment to stretch and allow the pecs to just stretch out after that work they've done. Okay, we take our hands flat to the floor. All right, good. We take our hands down, we take our feet up. So one at a time, tabletop, other one tabletop. Lock the legs together, and then you simply do a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and we're here. And then we can just simply take a leg out and bring it in. Take a leg out and bring it in. And then we bring our feet one at a time down to the floor, nice and wide. And then if we can, we try and sit up. Badly. Okay, so we practice that. So we roll back and we sit back up again. And we roll back a bit more. And we sit back up again and we pin our feet to the floor. And we roll back. And we sit back up again. It's quite hard. I haven't done this for a very long time and it shows. So we roll back to where we have the physical strength to come back up from. And we roll back. And we come back up again. And we might do one more. Yeah, well done. And then we just take a little stretch through and relax. Good. Hope you didn't wobble as much as I did. I was quite wobbly on that one. Need to do a bit more practicing. Okay, last one, my lovely. And then we're done. So this one out the way. So now we have to take our short roller and we're going to roll it out. So I'm going to struggle with this a little bit only because it doesn't roll for me. Okay, so you start kneeling, you come down, you roll it out, you roll it back in, you roll it back out, you roll it back in, we roll it back out, we roll it back in, and you just keep repeating. And then you do a little stretch here, take your stretch and relax. And that, my lovely, took me 15 minutes. So hopefully it takes you 15 minutes too. I'll see you very soon. Love you lots. Bye.